Okay. So yeah, do you want to tell me a bit about Contact.io and go through the types of devices? We talked about some of these things already, but what are we seeing on the screen here, Stephen?
Yeah, so what we've got here, and I'm hoping that you might see my mouse as well. So here's the Asset Tag 2. This is kind of the core piece really to most of the clinical medical equipment. So services for medical equipment is what we offer, and the services here include this little tag. This is the staff the badge, or the smart badge, which has these programmable buttons on the back as well, and the nano tag we were shown a moment ago. This guy up here in the top left is the portal beam. This is the battery powered device, replaceable AA batteries, sticks on the ceiling, maps the room with infrared, but it also has air quality monitoring, has a whole load of environmental monitoring pieces in there. So temperature, humidity, light. You see this little circle up here is even a thermal camera. So this gets used in office areas where you need to know whether the desks are being utilized or not. So there's all sorts of different ways that we can use one of these devices. And then lastly, that transitional service. So that's when you're migrating your network. What we're going to use here is this guy, Portal Lite, and this is effectively does a whole host of different things, but it's actually a plug for a 13 amp socket. So we don't have to do.
You put that in the room, it's the Bluetooth connectivity, maybe the slightly more legacy kind of infrastructure that you've got.
Absolutely.
Got a good question coming in the chat. So Orkan is asking, are IV pumps and ITS still connected to the Wi-Fi? Can we track them using these services without having to tag them with BLE?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we get into the software side of this, absolutely. So anything that's existing there, we can always pull that in. So we have a single dashboard, a single platform that can look at all connected devices.
Okay, great stuff. So let's go to the IT gateway, and I think it's important as well. It's a cloud-based application, isn't it? So it's not. Sort of talked earlier on about IT's involvement in some of these projects. Can we have a server? Can we have some deployment on devices? This is the cloud-based solution. So if you've got a large kind of ICS region or a large health board, for example, your application is in the cloud. It's going to be available really wherever you've got internet connectivity.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, a lot of applications already in the cloud that are actually being used on a day-to-day basis.